Welcome back. So, latest day I was working on ReactOS support, and we have this problem related to the default OS ReactOS RAM thing, which which is not working as expected. So I have just asked on IRC in Libera chat. Hopefully there's a matrix to talk ReactOS. So I don't know, maybe some people will reply, maybe not. I mean, it's a chat, it's quite late, maybe. So today, instead of ReactOS, although we could try to search for free source code, see what the hell. Okay, so there's free. Okay, look at that. Apparently there are like two different. So either OS free project, free LRD. Wait a minute. Is it in any way the same thing? No, it is not. What the hell is this OS free project? Open source OS to successor. So they have the same name for free LDR, but this does not seem to be. Let me see. Yeah, that doesn't anything to do one on the other one. Beluska. H Beluska. Is it on the IRC? No, there's no one named H Beluska. In any case, maybe we can take a look and see if there's anything. Yeah, so apparently you can call this from multiboot, which makes sense, and yeah, there's nothing related to if you could add some, and this is an example or something like that. Probably MS Windows. So this is Windows. Maybe here there is some Brian Palmer. We don't know if he even has IRC handle. So yeah, this is what this file is about. I don't think there's anything on how to build this from somewhere else. Yeah. So I guess that, wait, 2015? Okay, wait a minute. Remove support for special value live CD of system path options followed in ReactOS. It now we treat non-arc system path as a path relative to the boot path. So I guess registry bytecode. Oh my god. I guess that one of these changelogs is about kernel parameters or something like that. Parameter. Okay, they use the USA parameter thing. So it seems to me that this has been removed. Or Linux kernels are supported. Okay, so apparently they add the wait. Oh, it's the other way around. So this goes. No, this is not 2022. This is 2002. So anyway, let's take a look real quick at this thing, default OS, just in case there's it's documented on the change log or something. So I think that this was an old code somewhere, and it's no longer the case, and that's why we don't find any of this default OS. Let's see what's about default OS. OS list, boot manager info, default OS, settings, lycd.ini page. Bot sub.c. What the hell is this? Free LRD and LTDR in msconfig new. I'm very curious to see. Okay, so this is free LDR code. And we have this default OS thing. So here you initiate the operating system. But MR thing. Where the hell is this thing? We should have this on freeldr.h probably, but it's not found here, so that's interesting. So I'm not sure if this is using this from the kernel parameters or something else. Huh. So you try to read. What the hell is this? Boot sector window. If this is legacy, convert to new one at the section. Doesn't seem like any of this. I mean, actually you don't want default OS to be parsed, you only want parameters. ReactOS applications. So this is an application which is called msconfig, which I guess lets you reinstall free LDR somehow, or change the order or whatever. So this is not what we are looking for. Oh, look at that, boot options. So you have either timeout or default OS. What the hell is this? BDLDR apps SAP. Boot stores management functionality with support with whatever. Detection BCD manipulation. Okay, there are some globals here. Boot store content. Boot option. Yeah, I mean, Yeah, but it's very. How would you implement this thing here? Migrate boot drive. Oh my god. Yeah, I mean, open any bootloader store that does a lot of stuff. Open boot store by a handle. Open boot store. Create an so here you have like all of the store stuff. Although this is util, so this is not something that would boot and try to search anything. So what about going directly into free LDR stuff, which is on boot? Oh, look at that, BCD, free LDR, tools, copy, whatever, install Linux. What the hell? Okay, so this might be something that you use in order to be able to boot into Linux, I guess. So okay, so free LDR, boot sector. So these are all of the boot sectors so that you can boot from here. Oh, look at that, FAT12, so that you can use it on Windows 98 partitions alike. NTUI, NTLRD, Win, registry options, headless. Maybe this is whatever loads when you boot, but I'm not sure about that. Yeah. Let me search for kernel and see what we get from. Maybe not kernel, but multiboot. Maybe it's the right thing to search. Okay, look at that. Multiboot structure. Look at that CMD line. That's what real mode stack area, CMD line, multiboot free. Yeah, that's what we want to be doing here. If simple server to the OS. So this is 2002. Okay. In NT 3.1, whatever, multiboot, export media. So apparently you have this multiboot thing, which I want to check as a complete file to see what the hell is this. So this is the header for multiboot, and we should have a CMD line or something. Look at that. Why the hell is this long? Okay, CMD line, it's not used anywhere else, or is it? Is there a multiboot.c? No, it's not, because maybe it's here. Okay, CMD line. I mean, if you have all of the programs here, it's going to be ReactOS ReactOS include custom.h. I mean, it seems like there are some bits that could be free boot. What's the April 19 boot sectors? Okay, so let me see. Edit custom boot ReactOS has option menu reboot, has option menu CDM line. Edit CMD line. Boot manager.c. Let me take a look at here. UEFI boot start the OS bootloader. Won't be able to find this in the source code, so hopefully someone can answer me from the ReactOS guys. Let's close this. Let's focus on new Hurd. So the other day I was checking the grub manual and there was no way of being able to boot this. So if I search for grub manual, it didn't work for me, because I know that, I mean, this only one page. I know that here there's an explanation about Hurd, and that's very interesting, because you don't have an actual example of how to boot. Look at that. Since new Hurd is multi-boot compliant, it's easy to boot it. There is nothing special about it, but do not forget that you have to specify a root partition to the kernel. Set group's root device to the same drive as new Hurd's. The command is may help you. Search, take a look for search, and then load the kernel's modules like this. And yeah, I mean, there is a lot of stuff here. Finally run boot. I mean, actually, if you search for Hurd group.cfg, what the hell is this? Oh, sure. So here there is some examples. Maybe this is what I'm looking for, and here we can maybe take a look at new Hurd. Look at this. I mean, that's nonsense. I mean, 3 years ago. So this is where you try to search new mac.tsgc as it's explained here. So here, okay, let's not forget about this. So here what you do is you search for boot new match.gg, because you usually don't have separate /boot partition. So you search for this, okay, very nice, and then you can multi-boot all of this. So this piece of shit will need to be converted. So we will need a function that translates regular group devices to Hurd devices. So I guess that it's first hard disk and then partition number 1 / number 1 or something like that. Then it's very interesting how this is kernel command line, device port, host port. Here you have exactly the same thing, but it's interesting how it's everything here is with single quotes. So I guess that you're supposed to write all of this like this, and that's it. So t-type root, task create, task resume. I mean, but I would like to see. Wait, what the hell is this? So then you have a module that loads Hurd. Huh. Are they going to work always with ld.so.1 here? I mean, that's I don't know. Update group is then a specific, very useful. It will automatically create this for kernel boot and OS defines. Okay, new Mac, whatever. So apparently new Linux is like this. Wait, this is, yeah, this is Grub2. So set root to whatever, and device is a /16. Yeah, so it's, we need to convert this to whatever. Wait, 16? We no longer do this. I mean, you either do MS-DOS 16 or something else, or GPT 16. You don't do 16 and expect that this works as it is. Then you've got all of this. Oh my god. Permanent, this is from 2014. Some people that wanted some help. Yeah. I don't know. I might end up installing this, if I'm being honest. I don't want to. So there's supposed to be a Debian Hurd thing that you can download and whatever. Okay. I don't want to read into Spanish. Let's go into English. Active development, whatever. To start, you should install Debian new Hurd. Okay. Wait. There's no 64 bits? Are you serious? Or is it outdated information? Let's take a look at prepared images. I don't think that you have this thing like this. Okay, once again we are in Spanish. Let's go here just in case. Newer snapshots. Hurd and wait a minute, are you sure that this is what? Okay, what do we have here? So Debian Hurd.emg, wait, pre-installed image and run it on GNU. No, I don't want that. I want to install a good ISO so that we know what we are up to, because otherwise the image might be wait a minute. So this would be netinst. Oh my god. Do I actually need ISO CD, yeah, maybe ISO CD is what we are looking for. So 8th of June, this is exactly the same thing, yeah. Debian seed, no, I want something that it's stable, like this one here. Okay, so how the hell do we do this without too much hassle? So what I want to do is okay, so first of all, let's make a copy of this ReactOS thing, which we are going to wipe completely. This is going to be Hurd. Okay. Need to delete all of these images later on because they take too much. And so we have this ReactOS thing, which is going to be Hurd now. So we can edit this. Let's see. So this is Hurd. And the other thing that I want to do is just put key Q45 again here, because I think it will be much easier to develop in. I mean, this needs network and probably one network. So yeah. So I should be downloading this also, which should not take too much, I guess. Yeah. And so we are going to boot into this. We're going to install in the disk that has the first hard disk, which has okay, so I have run before this thing with the CD-ROM. Okay, so now we need to do exactly the same thing. So this is going to be that I want to run this hot version, and I want to use Debian hot. And once it has been installed, we will see what the hell do we do with all of this. What's the problem here? Exists. What? Oh, no. Like this? Oh. So you mean that I already have a CD-ROM? Wait a minute. Maybe it's something. Where's the CD-ROM? Or do we have CD-ROM? Maybe it's this second hard disk with so here we have like 3. Why are you telling me that I cannot have a hard disk in addition to, I mean a CD-ROM in addition to 3 hard disks? Because it's too much? Or drive with bus 2 unit 0 index 2 exists. So I should be able to define an ID for each one of these, hopefully. So let me see. Main QML. User documentation. Well, yeah, maybe. What about drive? Is there anything? Index. Okay, so we can specify an index here, so that we can maybe be able to. So this is index 0. This is index 1. And this is index 2. So we don't want index 2 to be used, so this is going to be index 3, and hopefully this will do the trick. Okay, look at that. So press ask. Now we have the second one. Wait, the fifth one is the CD-ROM, and we have those old hard disks. So the first one, let's see what's the third. So the first one is ReactOS. That makes sense. That's the one that we want to overwrite with whatever what's the name, with whatever Hurd wants to do. And number 2 should be, yeah, it's my Linux thing that it's not able to boot at all. So now press ask number 5. Okay, look at that. Pseudo graphical install. What the hell is this? I haven't tested this yet in actual. Let me test this real quick. I don't want to install thanks to this option, but I haven't used. What the hell is it? Oh my god. Oh, so it's ASCII. Am I supposed to do anything here? I wanted to take a screenshot to see. So maybe it's yeah, maybe this is something new that let me take a screenshot so that I can compare to whatever graphical thing there is. Trying to understand if there's something. Maybe I can press enter or something. I have no idea. Now let me reset real quick. Press ask for number 5. Graphical install. But maybe it's a problem about the resolution being so small. But you know, I have no idea. Oh, wait. I tend to find out maybe this is something that. Let's go to text install. Hopefully it doesn't show so many stuff that it's so. Okay. Oh my god. Okay, let's select English language. This is the old installation thing, isn't it? Where's the yeah, I mean, I think we want to do other, and yeah, it defaults to North America. That's interesting. It doesn't let you choose whatever. Yeah, Spanish. Once again, we don't have. I mean, maybe it's something that. Let's say maybe there's nothing. Let's say United States for now. Okay, Spanish. At least the keyboard is Spanish. Oh my god, this is very old. So this is probably the installer that was on Debian 9 or Debian 8 or whatever. Are we missing something down here or not? I mean, I might go and your installation couldn't be mounted. Try mounting the installation media. Yes. I mean, why wouldn't you be able to mount a CD-ROM? Is it because this hardware is very new? Oh my god. No. Detect. Yeah. The problem is the hard disk from target. Ash. Not bash. Ash. The thing is, what I wanted to do is to, I mean, yeah, at least this seems to exist, but the problem is that I am not being able to find. So how do you mount the CD-ROM in Hurd? I mean, we can try the and how the hell do you name a CD-ROM? Oh, look at that. I mean, what? I don't have so many disks. That's interesting. So usually in Linux you would do something like SD, but yeah, so it might autocomplete with, so SD0, SD1, I mean, will be we able to do any of this? Huh. That's interesting. Maybe you're supposed to mount the first slice because the whatever. I mean, like this. Wait a minute, look at that. I've managed to do something. Wait. ReactOS. Oh. Oh. Yeah. We might mount CD-ROM, but do we know if mount anything? So I can try. So this should be the first partition on the disk. Okay, the Linux disk. That makes sense. And then this should be I mean, assuming this is something. What about number 3? Do we know what the hell is this? Boot FEFI Live CD. This is Super Grub2 Disk, isn't it? So now, yeah, I mean, apparently the problem is that it cannot detect the file system, and I guess that the one that it's is this one, this SD2 CD-ROM. For whatever the reason it is, it's not able to detect the file system of the CD-ROM. That's concerning. I mean, nobody tests this, or is it me that I'm trying to put this in a place that I mean, the problem is that if you say, okay, 16 S3, you have the same problem instead of telling me that this device does not exist. So that's very you know, Hey, I give up. APHQ invalid root partition. When trying to run Gentoo Admin CD with Grub2 loopback loop, is this guy still here? Still here? Yeah, I give up. I didn't notice that there was someone on the chat. So yeah, that's very interesting, this hard thing that I mean, I guess that the problem is that the hard disk is not where it's used to be, and I don't know how to use it. So let's assume that this is my problem, so let's power down this thing, maybe do like this, and let's edit this real quick so that we can do distillation, and then later on we will see how we add you know, all of this. So this is the big hard disk and the Super Grub2 Disk image, and then the only thing that we are going to have is a normal hard disk and a you know, the CD-ROM. And if this does not boot, I'm going to, okay, low number 3. Okay, look at that, this is a DVD, so maybe that's why it doesn't know how to text install. Maybe that's the reason why it doesn't know how to do this. So Hurd GNU installation. Maybe I can find out something. GNU Hurd. Okay. Manage. Arc. I thought that this was Arc, not, yeah, Arc instead of Debian is Arc. Oh my god, I use Arc, by the way, which is not true, but you know, check if you support KVM, if you have KVM. Okay, so create Nick model net user. Yeah, so this should be working. Okay, let's go into other Europe, Spain. This we have said that it had to be United States, well, whatever the reason it is, and then we're gonna choose Spanish. Okay, look at that, couldn't be mounted. Let's stop everything and let's go with acceleration, which I'm not very sure that this is going to help us to, in order to install all of this, because yeah, because ReactOS, we weren't able to install ReactOS here. In any case, this should be the same thing as running wait, reset, press S, number 4. Now we have a floppy drive, so yeah, maybe it's better for what's this name, for unit, maybe it's better for Hurd to being able to be installed here. I have no idea. Okay, so yeah, unit states, then the Spanish keyword, so that we can have this a bit better. So I guess that F2 goes into a... Oh my god, it works. So it's about the type of machine. Yeah. But this is the problem. How do I add? Is it as MM the thing that you're supposed to be using here, or how do you add? I mean, I'm not sure if I have, because maybe what's this KVM with net not, how the hell do you do like this? Oh my god, IBM. Yeah, I mean, but I want to do this from command line. KVM NAT. Okay, below. I want to do this from the command line. No need to have this stuff. Okay, QML. Maybe we're going to have better examples on how to do this. If app, whatever. Yeah, but I don't want to have a breach. Net tab. Net nick. Not network. Oh my god. Net tab, net nick. So is it that the thing that we need here? Let's take a look. Is there anything? Net nick model Bertio. Yeah, that's why it's not working, because probably Hurd does not know how to deal with Bertio stuff. And then we have this 22 thing, which I don't know. It's a good thing to have. I'm not sure if we were here. So model Intel. What's the Intel thing? And this thing net user. Maybe we don't want any of this. QEMU model. QEMU net models, nick models. Okay, maybe it's this thing here. Okay, Bertio, Realtek, 8000. I don't know if we want this one or this one here. Let's try with this one. 8000 model 8000. If it doesn't work, we are going to use the other one, and that's it, which is the Realtek one. So press ESC. Wait. Reset. Press ESC. Number 4. Text install. Let's go real quick in all of these options to see if the E1000 is detected. But it's rather interesting how you've got all of the you know, United States. Yeah, I mean, came up to use Spanish. It's rather strange that you have all of the device names, that you can mount any of them. That's very interesting. Okay. Oh, Oh, look at that. We have a link. Will we be able to have the HCP without doing too much from us or not? Because that's something. This is tab, and I probably want this to be breach, and that's it, so that the HCP works. This is not going to work, but this is not a problem of. So model nick, that's simple. Model. There was net tab. Yeah, but I don't want QEMU default NAT. How the hell do you do that? I don't want to install this. Script. Yeah, but I don't want to do this. It should be able to do a breach by asking me some what? I don't believe this. Manually implement the network. ID tab, if name tab, script node, abstract now. First node, recommendation. Yeah, so I guess that he's doing this manually. But I think I have internet thanks to Grub2. And so Grub2 network Hurd. This does not work, isn't it? Open issues Grub2. Yeah, and this is probably why did they have free node tab instead of. That's interesting. NetDD. So now we have been able to have a 8000 network card, which is probably detected by this thing, and but it isn't working as expected because I don't have a breach on this machine. I don't want to get a breach for this to work, if I'm being honest. I mean, you need a breach for you know, Proxmox and everything, but start a valid root partition, yeah. Yeah. Device Grub2 net, netdef, net0, netdef tab, eid, net0, if name tab0, script no, dump script no, br, br0 bm. Then a thing host configuration. Yeah, here you have all of the bullshit that you have to add for the bridge to be working properly. This is all. This should probably, yeah, I mean, host configuration. This is very complex to read. So yeah, let's resort to the other stuff that we have here, because I don't want to do a bridge in order to this to work, because that's not support virtual. So yeah, let's forget about this piece of shit and let's try. Yeah, okay, so we have a question. So we have a question from APA's HQ. So let's pause all the stuff here. So when try to run Gentoo Admin CD with Grub2 loopback loop, a startup procedure stops at the message invalid root partition. Okay. Yeah, he's also telling me this thing here, but you know, we might need some more stuff for this to work. Let's say that this is bash, even if it's not bash, so that we can we have some colors. And let's say here that this is markdown thing. Where's the here? Yeah. Okay. Even if it's not bash, this helps us to understand this. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is to go into the issues page for this thing here for Super Grub, and there was a question about, okay, let me see. So if we go into closed options, there's this thing. So we can take a look at this creator. Okay, please bear with me. So do we have something like this? Okay, look at that. We have 17 issues from this guy. So there was something about, maybe he was not the creator of this. Find rescatex, GPT, show progress, label, extra bootiness. Is there a way to FE-boot? Was it something? I mean, it was from this year, so I'm not sure. Where the hell is this? Wait a minute, please. Because I have the explanation for you in that issue, but apparently, I mean, it's not something from him, but he has commented in another commit, so it's probably a commit with more than one comment. Boot Linux kernels from both partitions. Is it something? No. Okay. In any case, okay. Yeah, I mean, you don't have to check, because I'm going to find for you the issue. And here it is. Okay, so this is the issue which I'm going to copy paste here on the chat, so that, but we are going to do this. So this is how the hell do I boot Tails ISO, and then Debian signed group binaries and so on. And here there is what I wanted to show. Okay. So what happens when you boot an ISO that's inside a file system partition? Okay. So first of all, you load the Linux kernel into RAM with some parameters, which usually happen to have the full path to the ISO. Then you load the init.rd into the RAM. Okay. Then you jump execution onto the Linux kernel. So the Linux kernel passes the full path to the ISO to the init.rd. Okay. Then init.rd checks for the system file systems, mounts it, and then loops mount the ISO. Okay. Then it changed the system root, which was in the RAM, to the ISO looped mounted file system, and then the boot continues. So in some ISOs you need init.rd to support the find ISO command, or ISO boot, or for ISO4 or something like that. Okay, from ISO or whatever. And then you can have the ISOs to add a loopback.cfg file for you. So what I'm saying here, loop type squash fs loop squash. Wait a minute, what's this thing that, what the hell is this? So okay, let's do line by line. So you are trying to boot from RAM. That's not how you do it, but well, anyway. So you need Gentoo to support booting from an ISO file. So you need ISO boot. You need ISO boot to be an actual parameter of the Gentoo's init live CD init rd, assuming this is a live CD. Okay, is that true? Okay, and then you can answer me yes, no. See if you have that documentation. Okay, so this is the first thing you need. Then you need to init linux rc loop type squash fs. Yeah, but this is all the stuff that you have when you want to see the root. This does not make any sense to me. I mean, unless you put all of these options. Yeah, I mean, this is all the options. So are you telling me that these are the boot parameters that you have shared are the ones that are used on normal Gentoo's live CD? Yes, no. Okay, so we are waiting for number 1, and this is number 2, and you are not watching the ISO. Support is in script Linux RC. support on the CD. Okay, so it's the init RD. But why isn't this init RD as anyone else does? That's very strange. But in any case, it might be. I was wondering whether the script in the ISO image that performs the init role in Linux RC is incorrect, or maybe the parameters it provides are incorrect. Well, you need the documentation on how this is done. You know what I mean? Because I mean, when you boot from group, you usually have an init RD line after this one, which also would load this, because you yes, you can tell this to, because okay, you cannot play. Okay, so the question, so let's start over, please. If you have, because I'm not sure what's your problem, okay? I'm not sure what's your problem. So you should be able to extract the kernel and the init RD from the ISO and extract it to isoboot from the ISO. Wasn't prepared. Yeah, I mean, your but Gentoo Admin CD. Gentoo Admin thing. What's the admin CD? Do we have any ISO or something? Oh my god, admin CD. Is this shit here? What do you call this? Gentoo Admin CD. So it must be this one, isn't it? Boot media. Admin CD. Didn't want to download this thing here, or maybe I did. Let's remove. Where are you? Here you are. And going to download this on the very secure VM that where we have all of this stuff. Okay, so now it's downloading. 2 minutes. Okay. We will take a look and see what's inside the ISO. In any case, Gentoo is very good. Well, Gentoo isoboot. How to boot this piece of shit from here. I cannot boot from the Gentoo installation CD as per the wiki. Okay, the wiki. Okay, this is all then. Where's the date for this post? 2021, so 3 years ago. Okay, so CMD line with all of this. I've been using Gentoo for 20 years and started to tire me out. Oh my god. Yeah, I mean, Oh, what the hell is this piece of shit? So you've got an init RD and also an init. That's interesting. Oh, that's why it's not loading anything, because you're not loading init RD, which is the one, or isn't it? CMD of the file lobe. Got CMD. Wait. First, the wiki is not up to date. Gentoo and Gentoo IGC do not reside in ISO Linux anymore, but in boot. Despite making the change, the boot process fails after it's trying to load the root file system. Apparently, the boot process cannot find the squash FS inside the loopback ISO, but as per the wiki, did it find it at some time. Minimal. Also, I've gotten to the emergency cell, whatever. Very old PC. Why? What's the question? Can you make a bigger question so that I understand what this works for me? Gene ISO, so the corporate is, I'm not sure how one's supposed to do that. Yeah, so isoboot. What the hell are you using? Isoboot. Okay, so the boot options, you put them there. Loop type, squash FS, and so on. Yeah, but this is I mean, yeah, maybe you can share a paste bin of your full menu entry of your full menu entry, because here's the thing is that you've got this loopback thing where you are able to boot the kernel on the init RD from here. Okay, but in any case, what you need to do is ask the Gentoo people to add a loopback.cfg. Okay, and that's I had, wait a minute, I had loopback.cfg. I had this wiki, but I think this wiki no longer works. Yes, it works apparently. Okay, so this is loopback that you should ask Gentoo people to add loopback.cfg. That way you can boot from Super Grub2 Disk, and it also helps to understand yeah, how the hell is it, all of this works. So this is how, well, no, this is not useful for you. In any case, here we have a working case and we have the ISO here, and let's try, okay, let's try to boot this thing. I'm going to use this third one, so we can view into admin CD thing. Okay, so now here we can loop this how the hell do you name the Gentoo stuff? Wait, haven't I downloaded admin CD? Oh my god. So view. Okay, so now we can take a look at this CD. Okay, wait a minute. Yeah, great attention. So first of all, what do we have here as CFG, which is group? Okay, so apparently this is designed to be able to be boot from group. So you've got here this group thing. So this is the first thing you want to do. So let's suppose that you want to put this thing without the cache thing. So you just want to copy this thing here. Okay. Yeah. Let's put it this way so that we have some colors here. So this is what you want to be working on. And then yeah, let's copy this to the top. Wait, can I open the one on the bottom? Yes, I can. That way there's no need to. Okay, so here on the top you see the original one. So this is original. Okay, and this is our improved one. So basically what you do is more or less copy and paste the same exact thing, and forgotten to put this thing here so that it looks better. And what you have on that on here, this is what we're going to reuse a bit, because you can do this many ways. So wait a minute please. So yeah, I mean the boot options, you can put it in a variable so that it's much easier to work all of this, but it's not needed. The only thing you need is actually, what the hell is this? ISO boot. Yeah, the only thing you need is this thing here, which can be at the very end. Okay, and then what you usually do is make this as variable, because it's something that you want to modify. So this is something like my ISO path. Okay, and then here you say my ISO path. So this is where in your hard disk my so this is like, I don't know, home, APS, ISOs, and then you have here this name. Where the hell is this? Wait a minute. Yeah, let's then I have this thing here. So let's suppose that this is the actual ISO that you use. What the hell is this here? Okay, and wait a minute. Yeah, so you're supposed to have this in a hard disk or something, and then you do this. But this stuff, you're not going to be able to find this, and that's why you have this thing here, which that's the trick, which is try to load this ISO as it was a device, so that I can load this stuff here. And so basically what you have here is this isopath thing that you have here. So this is loop, it's a new device, and this is the new device that you have to put here. Is this done like this? Yes, it is. Or do you use yeah, I think you do it like this, and you can name this whatever you want to name it. So this could be, you could say that this is admin CD loop, but let's not do it like that because I'm not sure what's the maximum length for this. So let's let's call this G loop, like Gentoo loop. Okay, and so inside of the Gentoo loop device, which is linked to this isopath, which you will find here, by the way, you are supposed to write this with quotes. I mean, it's better. And yeah, and this, you can put quotes here or not, doesn't matter. Here you are, that's it. I mean, then what yeah, so the Linux RC script should have a something that parse the CMD line, the kernel CMD line, which is something so when you boot anything, so when you are wait a minute, let me see how's the, yeah, so this is my kernel CMD line. So it says that the boot image is this, that the root is whatever, and that I have this additional option. This is read only. So when you boot from a live CD, the CMD line, it's going to be all of this. So it's going to be everything that it's after the Linux kernel thing. So it's going to be all of this. So if you could do a cat of the CMD line, you will have all of this. So what the Linux RC script should be doing, or maybe whatever it's inside of this AGC, maybe there's a Linux RC inside of this AGC thing, okay, it should parse this in search for something like isoboot equals at, then it uses all of this, and this double quote, it's not going, you're not going to find this double quote inside of this because this is converted in whatever, so don't worry about that. And I think so. Now a bit confused. How the hell do we do this on the ITO ISO? Wait a moment. Look back ISO entry. Set root loop back. Yeah, but this is not. Loop name 2. Oh, so you keep going, putting 2. Yeah, fine isopath. Yeah, that's, you can put double quotes, there's no problem. Yeah, so that's it. So this thing, I mean, let's do this stuff. Paste Debian.net. Main text is this bash. Let's say that this is bash, even if it's not bash, so that we have, I mean, I don't think there's going to be grub. There's not grub. Nobody uses grub. Okay, so like this. What, 90 days? Yeah, there's no need to have any more of that. And I'm pasting this with non-security. This is HTTPS. You want security. Okay, so put this on the chat. So this is what you have here. You can click on show us text so that it's easier to copy and paste for you. Okay. So basically is adding whatever the init.rd defines at the very end, and then making sure that you have those devices so that you can so if you have something yeah, and this stuff here, you can remove it if you want. There's no need to have that. So that's it. I mean, what I want to ask you is I want you to contribute to Gentoo, either by doing yourself or by so if you do it by yourself, or you ask someone to do it, which is the loopback.cfg. So if you had the loopback.cfg, you could be able to load this from ReactOS. Sorry, from Super Grub2 Disk. So Super Grub2 Disk. Let me. Where the hell is this going to be right now? Let me show you. So here we have some. Here we have virtual machine, which I have with some stuff being put it here, which are two different Linux. Okay, so this is Super Grub2 Disk, which you might know or know. Okay, so do you know about Super Grub2 Disk? So you can go here and detect and show boot methods and stuff. Okay, and it takes a look at your hard disks, find everything, and then you can boot whatever. So this is something that all of this not detected stuff, it's not on what you can download it, because this is a development version. So you can boot the different EFI files, you can boot different Linuxes that you have on your system. It can read inside of the Grub.cfg files. So for example, this one here, which is because this is a Debian Grub.cfg, and you can load those files directly, and then it can boot into your system. Okay, and it can also find boot ISOs partitions, which is what it's explained here on the loopback URL that I have sent you. So the group URL is okay. Super Grub Disk. Okay, Super Grub Disk. Any ISOs that you have on boot ISOs or boot via boot ISOs, okay, or in here boot ISOs or boot ISOs, it will be scanned by Super Grub2 Disk, and it uses this loopback.cfg so that you can boot all of the stuff. Okay, okay, so here you have an example with ReactOS that I have here, like second hard disk, third partition, boot ISOs. There's this ReactOS
0.74, and as ReactOS has this thing, it can boot from here. Okay, now you're going to see how the file is being created so that you can take a look at it. Use the settings for Gentoo only. Okay, let's say that default settings, and let's close this thing. We don't need this. Maybe. Okay, so here we should have mounted them. Where's the hell is this? MNT. Where the hell is this? Boot. Yeah, but you need to use Balena Acture so that the Super Grub2 Disk is it uses all of the disk, and you need to turn off secure boot probably, because I don't have the latest secure boot thing. But if you use Gentoo, I'm not sure Gentoo is going to have secure boot enabled by default. So let's see, where the hell is this mounted? We should have a live, so the loop medium, here it is, room live medium thing, if I'm not mistaken, room live medium. So in room live medium we should have a boot group loopback.cfg file, which just sources group, which has an improvement here, which is that you have the find ISO. So you have find ISO with ISO path. And do we have highlighting here? Yes. Can we change the highlighting to something else? No, because this is it's very. So the idea is that you have a loopback.cfg which can source the group.cfg, which is in the same place, and if you know that your option to boot from stuff is ISO boot or whatever, you can put it here with ISO path, which is a variable which would Super Grub2 Disk give you. Okay, and that's how you manage to boot this. So if there's nothing here, so this needs to be tested to see what the hell does Gentoo with ISO from. Is it ISO from? ISO boot. ISO boot. Oh, wait a moment. What does mean works perfectly? Did you manage to boot into Super Grub2 Disk, or is it, or your use case was that Super Grub2 Disk was not able to boot onto the Gentoo ISO? Yeah, that's the question. I mean, so the idea is that you have to convince the Gentoo people that they have a loopback here with a source boot group, and then in boot group they add this thing here. But you know, instead of adding this, they should be adding isoboot. Wait, isoboot, is it? What the hell we have found out here? Yeah, isoboot. So they should be adding isoboot here. Okay, where's the, here it is. So this should be wait a minute, this should be isoboot. Okay, and this should be isoboot. So basically on, wait a moment, on here, which on this thing here that we have here, which is, let's try to open this real quick. You should convince these guys to have a group.cfg, I mean to have a source, to have a loopback.cfg which does only this, and then group.cfg can have what we have here. That's to mean what you just do here is to make sure that all of the files have this isoboot with the isopath variable. So you've got here isopath. This is what you want to have here. And this is, let's highlight like bash so that it looks a bit better. So basically these are the two changes that you have to ask them to do here. So when you are booting Linux kernel, not this memtest stuff, they have to add this at the very end, and they have to create a new loopback.cfg file which has all of this. Okay, not able to boot onto the Gentoo ISO. Yeah, that's because you need to ask disk, and then once they do this in all of their ISOs, this will be able, you will be able to boot this, and you will be able to boot this manually if you want from your group too, because it's rather easy to implement this. I mean, you've got the source code here on how Super Grub2 Disk does it. This, I mean, this is where the hell is this? Loopback. I mean, it's this code here. It can be made much easier than it looks like, because here you have a lot of variables, but it can be, it's just loopback, give it a name, I mean put here the path to the ISO, set root to the device, config file onto the path, which is boot group loopback.cfg, and then just put into this, you know. It's rather straightforward to do all of this manually. And I think there are also some, well, I don't know. So that's what I'm asking you to do. So in any case, let's take a look at auto ISO to see what's supported here, just in case we are doing something wrong. So here you have the default loopback.cfg, and there are some stuff here like trml, partition magic, cidos, slacks. There is no Gentoo, okay? So there's no way to boot Gentoo because it's not here. You could even, you know, like there's this grml thing. So you can contribute here so that you try to detect something that says, okay, this is Gentoo, and then if you know how to boot Gentoo, so here is find ISO, but Gentoo is ISO from, no, ISO boot, so Gentoo is ISO boot, so you use that. I mean, that's something that you could contribute Super Grub2 Disk, but this is something that the day of tomorrow might not boot, might not work. So maybe you can see here how grml, it's supposed to be checking for Linux 2.6. So this is Linux 2.6. This is very old. You are not going to find this anymore on updated grml. That's why I request you that you move some stuff around Gentoo and that you manage to add this loopback.cfg inside of the ISO, so that it works with this, with ISO path. Basically, what you basically, if there is any problem with this group.cfg that we have here from Gentoo, if there is any problem, you can just create loopback.cfg as a copy paste of this and just add isoboot here at the very end. Okay, and this variable Super Grub2 Disk gives is the one that it's spotted here, that so that you can use it. That way Gentoo knows how it boots itself, so it uses loopback.cfg or group.cfg if it's sourced from the other one. Okay, so hopefully you can help us so that Gentoo is supported from Super Grub2 Disk thanks to this loopback.cfg. Okay, so let's mount this now that we don't need it anymore. Wait a minute. Do I have, what the hell? Yeah, here it is. Hopefully that's good enough. Okay, yeah, that's it. Okay, let's try to edit this with this video. How the hell did you edit all of this? Wait a moment. Okay, so edit video. ReactOS, how to boot into a specific ReactOS entry. Then we have a new Hurd boot. Then we have Gentoo Admin CD helping a user to boot onto Admin CD about loopback loopback.cfg and new but again. Let's save this real quick and let's go back to the video. Okay, so now I'm going to resume Hurd thing. So this thing here, I can just close it because I'm not saving anything. So let's close this, and yeah, mysoft. What's this guy? mysoft, the one that Debian EFI signet binaries. Okay, so let's go on to new Hurd. So we were taking a look at all of these. We were taking a look at GNU Hurd. Okay. And yeah, I was trying to install this new Hurd thing, but it needs network, because this is we don't have, I mean, I think we don't have download that it's not netinst. So there's no an ISO with everything in it, and there's the netinst and so on. So yeah, so that's, it's rather, you know, wait a minute. And the other thing that you have is this EMG, which is a what's the name? It's an GNU hard disk, which is already installed, but I guess that it doesn't have any installation. Making a Grub2 Disk. If you are installing the GNU alone, you can let otherwise you can group a Grub2 Disk. Oh my god. Or you can use Super Grub2 Disk once I manage to do this properly. Okay, so see the image. Go in the snapshot login. Okay, let's try to download, I don't know, this one here. I mean, we could download this one. Going to download this one here. So this is a fucking hard disk for so no need to install no anything, and I'm not sure if you will be able to just use the hard disk without being able to unzip it. In any case, I have made all of this explanation for APS HQ. Do you have any more questions? Let's do you have any more questions? I mean, if I wanted to be the Bento guy, I could go and find out all of the ways the kernel is booted on each one of the distributions, and use that so that Super Grub2 Disk was able to find out every one of the distributions, so that you can put ISOs on the distribution and that's it. You know what I mean? But doesn't make sense. So the best thing to do if a distribution can boot from an ISO file, the best thing you can do is just you know um, then there's this thing that I guess you can use. Pentoi might be able to unzip an ISO, take the contents, move things around, make the ISO bootable even if it doesn't have a boot from ISO stuff. Okay, so let's unzip this thing here and let's try to use it somehow and see how it goes. Well, I think I might go to sleep very soon because what's the name is this one here, because it's getting late here. Where the hell are we going to put the image? So the image should be this one here, isn't it? So wait a minute. So yeah, so we want this thing here also. I mean, yeah. And so now I think I can put the name and that's it. Okay, so now I should be able to boot this with a menu, and wait, no. Yeah, this is not right. The one I want you to boot is the Hurd one, which is this one here with no CD-ROM. Now I should only have one hard disk. Yeah, so this is format raw. Let's change that. I could use one of these GUIs for this stuff, but I prefer to do it manually. So you can see how we have 5 hard disk. We don't have so Super Grub2 Disk is not here. We can see here what the hell is this about. It does nothing to do with documentation. So let's boot into this. So probably there's no password, or maybe you have a prompt that says this is your user and this is your password, but I have no idea. Yeah, try to. We don't want network here. We don't care. Yeah. Oh my god. Probably, I wonder if this would work with Virtio. I don't know. So the beauty of Grub2 is that you can use this loopback command, which takes the ISO and mounts it into a special gloop device, which enables you to read inside the ISO as if it was a normal group device. That way you can take a look, you can load contents from the ISO without having to have a hard disk, a place where to put the kernel and a place where to put the init.rd. This was something that you had to do back in the day when you wanted to have several ISOs in the same hard disk or something like that. You had to manually go into the ISO, mount it, copy the kernel outside of the ISO, copy the init.rd and outside of the ISO, and then tell have a Grub2 or have a ISO Linux, something that tell, okay, use this kernel, use this init.rd, and then tell him that he has to look for the ISO in this specific path. Okay, you no longer have to do this with this loopback command, but if you want stuff to be automatic, you have to ask the distribution to do what I have told you, which is loopback.cfg, so that Super Grub2 Disk can read this. Yeah, seriously, we have this piece of shit. Okay, let's edit this and let's see. QAML BGA options SBHGs. How do you do this? STD is human standard is BGA STD is STD. Okay, so that's why before we didn't have anything that makes sense. STD. Okay, let's do this. So APS HQ does not have any more questions apparently. So let's see if we manage to boot this. Maybe there's an option so that you have another, another way of working with this. Reboot system, yeah. I wonder if we're going to have what the hell? So we cannot boot into new Hurd apparently. That's interesting. I want to boot into here to see if this works or not. Oh yeah, I think this was what happened with X2 when there was some problem. You fixed the problem and then you rebooted so that the problem was fixed. And with X4 you didn't have this problem. So maybe Hurd uses X2 or X3 for it to do its stuff. I wonder if that's the thing. Do we have something like zoom in so that I don't zoom out, best fit? No, zoom to fit. Okay, then we might remove this if it's that this way we don't have so small screen. Okay, we still have this piece of shit of why. So I guess, yeah, serial we haven't
What the hell is this? Oh my god. Maybe we have to wait a bit more or something. There should be ISA device VGA. Device VGA. Device ISA VGA. Device. I mean, is this something that you can use in the same command line thing? Okay, so we close this. So in theory you could do something like device VGA is like this. I'm not sure about this. Let's try with this and then pix ISA for otherwise PCA, for ISA otherwise PCA, legacy free PCI variant. Oh, we can STD device. I don't know if this is properly done. What about doing this thing here? Maybe it's a problem that the resolution is not as good as it might be. In any case, I might try to mount this EMG hard disk somewhere and just get the hard disk, and then if this works, that's it. Because this is this is not right. So what are we left to test? So we have device VGA, we have the ISA variant, the secondary VGA, ports, memory used, being GNU Hurd. There are. Why do you have documentation from 2016? Okay, QEMU script. Display GTK, VGA STD. Curses. Curses? What the hell is this curses thing? When 5 years ago, oh my god, I don't know if it's, wait, maybe we have to make sure that is something instead of this. Maybe this 64 bits, it's making this not to work as expected. Then they have the minus S. What the hell is minus S? Wait a minute. So I have found something that might be worth minus S. What is minus S? Free CPU at the startup. I don't want to freeze the CPU at the startup. And this is GDB TCP 1234. I don't want to do that either. What the hell is this piece of shit? Why would you do that? Oh my god. Then it only have 2 gigabytes of RAM. Okay, let me what the hell is this? Let me real quick test this. So this is I38. Maybe you want only 2 gigabytes so that it doesn't, maybe, I don't know, CPU host core duo. Okay, yeah, let's say that this is core duo, because and machine thing, we don't want that anymore because it's not on whatever this guy wants to use. So right now I'm using this gist here more or less to see if it's any good, you know what I mean. Hopefully I can manage to boot this installed EMG, because right now it's not obvious. Okay, let's press enter. Although one thing I can do is try to change different kernel options. So this is going to fix and reboot or not, I wonder. Okay, so DHCP thing, I'm not sure if it's worth putting so much time on this to be booting, but I guess that some people use Hurd somewhere and this might be useful for them. I don't know. Hello. I don't want network, so I could say no network, you know what I mean? Okay, so we have 3 viewers. That's very nice. So if you have a quick question, you can ask it. Okay, let's zoom to fit just in case. Oh my god. Wait, I mean, if it works. Okay, root clear. Okay, let's do zoom to fit. Wait, I want to read whatever it says here. Okay, look at that, look at that. I have never seen this. This is very nice. I want a Brody. I want a Brody something video about this, because it's very funny. Brody. Though yeah, although YouTube is not very Brody Linux, something like that. Brody Robertson. I want a Brody Robertson video about this, you know what I mean. So let's take a look at this. This is the new Hurd. Welcome. The Hurd is not Linux. Don't say the Hurd is Linux. Make sure to read Hurd install to check out the few things you need to know. Also check out the FAQ and whatever. To read a short intro on some nice features of the Hurd, to have a look at this thing. I'm not going to read any of this because I don't need to do anything here. The only thing is this cat comment, which I know that it's going to be in new core utils. Okay, so I just want to read Grub2 and if I'm very lucky, I'm going to have a beam here thing, and here we have the Debian new Hurd thing. Okay, so we have here how to search all of this, and yeah, and here there is what we wanted to have here, which is loading new Mac. Okay. And so you do the multi-boot thing, which is something like new Mac version.gg. Then there's this thing like the partition number 2, and the device is HD0, which is the first hard disk. And I have no idea why it says that the root is HD/49. And apparently this is next stuff. Okay, let's take a look at the more stuff here. What the hell is doing here? Why is it doing? Okay, so you have the Mac. This might be the microkernel thing. Then you have the Hurd, which is wait a minute. Are you serious? You have all of these kernels going on? Big pile of shit thing. Oh my god. I need to copy this. I'm not going to write any of this. So if I'm able to go out from here, okay, I should be able to halt this. How the hell do we get information out of this? So the first thing I'm going to do is to okay, let me see. Let me copy this ReactOS, no, this BIOS dev thing as Hurd2. Okay. And what I'm going to do here is I'm going to add an additional hard disk here, which is also raw. And here we are going to have the Hurd thing, which I think, yeah, this hard disk here from that we have downloaded here. And if I'm not mistaken, we should be able to have some kind of you know, so if we go here, boot manually, bootable ISOs, rescadex, yeah, I think we will be able to have some kind of network here, and I will paste this online because I don't want to be bothered a lot about this. So let's see. Let's remove this sum to fit thing. Okay, full width, the default settings, so that we can close this as fast as possible. Do we have any kind of internet here? Yes, we have. We can also pingle. Perfect. So what the hell do we have here? We should have a hard disk with five what the hell is this? Hard disk. So it's this one here. So SDC2 is the one that we are looking for. So it's the auto BU
Hurd. So I can create beer Hurd, and now I can mount this, and this is X2. This is not X3, this is not X4, this is X2. I don't know if you have the same thing when you do any of these, but you have directories with colons in them and so on. So this is very funny to have. Let me change real quick. So this is something that the keyboard and mouse, this is something that you can do from the RESCAP with it. So Spanish wing keys, let's remove this, let's apply, let's do, now I have Spanish. So here we have Grub2 and what's leaf path, isn't it? It's the thing that, wait, what the hell, why? I think we have leaf path here. Further path, okay, yeah. Further path Grub2 okay, this is a root instance. Will I be able to copy and paste all of this thanks to whatever or not? Otherwise I will open this as a normal user. Paste debian.net. We want security because why not? So let's say this is bash. Yeah, we have managed to copy and paste this. Look at that. I don't want to do anything else. So now I should be able to go into whatever thing. Okay. This was my latest post, and this is the one I'm interested at. Show at test, and we can just copy and paste this onto wherever you want to have this. I'm not sure where's the best place to have this, if I'm being honest. So probably around here. Around here we can say that this is a Hurd Grub2 yeah, installed. Yeah. So now we can take a look at all of this with our bash highlighting thing to see what the hell is all of this about, because I'm not very sure. So first of all, there's this HD/49 thing that it's very this is very confusing to me. So this might be something from an old Grub2. So I'm not sure this is a good thing to do. So advanced options. No, I want this thing in Debian New Linux. And you have a lot of parameters here, so I can just copy and paste everything. So I want to check this host port thing. Is it defined somewhere? No, it's not. It's just, it has to be like that, and that's it. So let's copy this in Sparkbox to. Okay, let's keep this thing here. Let's bookmark this. I mean, I have to end the stream here because, I mean, what I'm going to do here. So this ends here apparently. I mean, I can do something very, very quick, but so you need to search for this file here, which is a new match. So we need to do a for loop on the different new max found files. Then you multiboot this. I don't know why you do the insmod again here, unless there's this thing that I had read about multiboot comment that said, where's the group manual? I have read somewhere in the group manual. Where's the group manual? Documentation. Not developers manual, documentation. Yeah, I have read somewhere that you are supposed to be loading the stuff again, or what? Oh, look at that. Any module must be reloaded after using this command. Which it is not a problem for ReactOS. So ReactOS that we have here also used multiboot. What the hell is this? It uses multiboot and then it boots. So there's no need to do anything else. You just boot and that's it. However, this Hurd, here you're doing a search so that you have this thing find out. So apparently you can put this ACPA, static ACPA, in another partition, and you would be able to do this such a way. But there's no need to do this. So are you sure that I have to insmod x2 again so that I can read this thing properly? Seriously? I mean, no, because here you've got this module thing. So it's something that we need to test, if you ask me. Yeah. That's interesting. So basically it's something like this. Let's take a look and at how would you do this real quick, even if, damn it, even if we don't do that. Let's take a look at what we would do this, and we will end the stream. I mean, I have the installed group, so if I turn off the computer, I don't care too much. You know what I mean? So scripts bash, okay. So let's take everything here. Let's go to the left, to the right, so that. Yeah, there's this thing. Why would you do this? So this thing becomes a space, and two spaces became one space. I mean, not those spaces, but yeah, whatever.
So now that's it. Okay, let's go. I don't think you need to load this again, but we will see if it works or not and do. Oh my god, why? I mean, that's why Grub2 was invented, isn't it? So that you could add this stuff here. Oh my god. This is too much complex for booting anything. The most complex thing I have seen. Okay, so we've got this LD thing. Exit. So yeah, we have most of it. So this thing needs to be searched for, and probably you can also have kernels without GZ. I don't know. So this is partition number 2 and second hard disk. I mean first hard disk. Yeah, so this is what we have here. So let me save this on so this is hard draft grub.cfg, and that's it. So we can open this from here, and okay, it has an we can say that this is bash, and that's it. I mean, if this is lost, I can have this thing here. So this is what we want to do for the next day. So I think I'm going to end here the stream, so because it's late here. So we haven't managed to make the Hurd thing, but we have yeah, we have managed to get an updated grub.cfg and not whatever it's documented, which doesn't have anything to do with what at least is done from the where's the shutdown thing. I mean, we can close. Wait, this is mounted. Yeah, let's do a regular shutdown so that okay, perfect. So what I was saying is that we haven't done this option, this boot option, but we have found this thing, which is much better compared to what we had found elsewhere. So we have also managed to be able to boot into Hurd, which is what we will be able to test later on. Not with Hurd 2, but with Hurd 1. So let me show you. So here you have an explanation on how to use this. Now, this is from the original, I mean, this is official documentation. Okay, make sure the Grub2 is this and whatever. Okay. Latest stuff is from 2014, sorry. So now take a look at what we have here. Let me see if we can show everything on the same screen real quick. Now take a look at what you have here on the top. Okay, so there's insmod, then it's set root. Okay, this is some stuff that you have to have. Then multiboot, it's not newmatch.gg, even if there might be a symbolic link to this thing, but you know, then it's not the buys and this thing here. No, it's this new way of doing stuff. So first of all the partition, then the buys, then the Grub2 whatever hard disk thing. So we will be able to use the root
partition or whatever. So we need to have some functions here to get the Hurd stuff. Then multi-boot command line, kernel command line. There's nothing about that. I mean, yes, it's here, but it's only okay. So apparently the first model you load here is the x2fs, statics x2fs with this kernel command line. So this is something read only. This is something that we already have. Okay, let's mark it. So then host brief port something is down here. Okay, device master port is also here. Then device master port exec server task is here, typed root, but it's something you know, yeah, it's something related to x2. And then task create task. So here you have a task create task resume, not fs task. Oh my god. So each one of these has this task create for the different tasks, and you don't have any of these tasks here on this example. So yeah, I'm not sure how are you supposed to do any of this, you know what I mean? I'm not sure how you're supposed to do message retracted. Okay, so apparently API's HQ has removed everything from here. That's not, you know, why would he do that? I don't know. You could have left all the messages here. There was no problem about that. There is no a community. There's not a community that it's going to be angry at you because nobody watches these videos. In any case, yeah, I mean, it's not the same thing what you have here and then what you have here. So I'm going to just copy and paste this and that's it. I mean, it's the most recent Hurd thing, and we're going to search for this. And wait a moment, there's no init.rd because there's no such concept as init.rd. You only have tasks, and those tasks are actually models. So ACPI, PCI arbiter, ramp disk, which is probably RAM disk. What the hell is a RAM disk? Then the file system thing, which is this one here, and finally nothing else. This linking, so that you can link executables, and finally, thanks to this link, you can execute this exec, which might be something like this. Exec might be something like systemd, you know, the pit1, pit number 1, the init.rd thing. Maybe that's equivalent one. Okay, so that's it for today. Thank you very much for watching. Bye.